Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby,
just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide
W7 Live. We are live from New Berlin West High School for this afternoon's non-conference matchup between the Franklin Sabres and the New Berlin West Vikings. Good afternoon. Welcome to W7 Live. Gary Whipperman, along with our rogue producer James Whipperman today, helping me out on the production. So he'll be here to help out today. No Ed Rowie today, so you got me solo on the mic. We may have a couple special guests during the day today if they decide to pop over. We'll see. And a very special first ever coming up on W7 today. And this one's for real. This is a real first ever. This has never happened before. And it's going to be really, really cool. So I'm not going to give it away yet. That's going to happen between the top and bottom of the fourth inning. So you want to stick around for that. So I'll tease you on that one for a while, but you definitely want to see this between the top and the bottom of the fourth. So coming in today, Franklin coming in 6 wins and 6 losses. Let me put up the Southeast Conference standings, which is what Franklin is in. Franklin right in the middle of the Southeast. Oak Creek leading the pack 7-0. Kenosha Bradford 6-1. Indian Trail 5-2, and then Franklin 4-3. Tremper and then the Racines to follow. This is a non-conference game between these two, and the kids, the Franklin kids, they're all new. So I don't know any of them. I do know the kids from 2 years ago. Obviously, they've all graduated now. The only 2 kids I know from Franklin are Chloe Sadowsky and Kelty Cloud. That's it. So the rest I'm going to get to learn as well as you guys do on the broadcast today. But should be an interesting one. The Sabres, again, 6-6 coming in, wins against Racine Park. They beat DSHA 21-11, believe it or not. They beat Racine Horlick, they beat Kenosha Tremper, and they beat Brookfield East, and they beat Racine Case. Losses to Kenosha Indian Trail, Oconomowoc, Kenosha Bradford, Whitnall, and Oak Creek, and Sussex Hamilton. They lost to Hamilton. This would be on Monday. They played yesterday. So Monday they lost to Hamilton 7-3. They beat Racine Case yesterday 15-8. So that is kind of a look at Franklin today. We'll get the starting lineups in a couple of minutes. Now for New Berlin West. Let me get the Woodland West standings up for y'all. New Berlin West coming in a tie. We got a logjam in the Woodland West. Greendale, New Berlin West, and West Allis Central all 5-2, with New Berlin Ike 4-2, Wisco at 4-3, Pius 1-6, and Pewaukee 0-7. So it's a jam job up at the top with those schools. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. This is a non-conference game. For West, wins over Brown Deer, over Pius Catholic, over Menominee Falls, West Allis Central, Pewaukee, Cudahy, Wisco, Pius again, and Shorewood. There are only 2 losses on the year. Greendale 10-4, and also to New Berlin Eisenhower 10-9. We've had one game with New Berlin West on W7 Live already this year. That was against Menominee Falls back on April 30th. They won that game 6-4. Really, really good game. We expect another good one today. So with all that said, we are just about ready for National Anthem, starting lineups, all those things you've come to know and love from your friends at W7. Hang with us. We'll be back. You're watching WIA Softball on W7 Live.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause
Baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river
Carla Delio. Batting second and catching, number 18, Chloe Sadowsky. Batting third and playing first base, number 3, Brianna Baltutis. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 20, Taylor Oginski. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 2, Kaylin Burgum. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 14, Kendall Justman. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 4, Kelty Cloud. Batting eighth, in the DP, number 6, unknown name at this moment. Batting ninth, right fielder, number 7, Meredith Mankey. And pitching, number 17, Deidre Dijako. And now, the starting lineups for your New Berlin West Vikings. Starting with our reserves, number 20, Andrea Cooney. Number 17, Tierney Athor. And number 23, Alex White. Vikings. Number 12, pitching, Elena Barnes. Batting second and playing center field, number 14, Grace Timmers. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 8, Ella Wisquachil. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 16, Jenalyn Malman. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 4, Emily Staney. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 10, Maddie Timmers. Batting seventh in the DH spot, number 3, Madison Hagerty. Batting eighth, catching, number 5, Lydia Trudell. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 11, Sadie Froschmeyer. And playing second base today, number 15, Kaylee Kapuscinski.
Just in time softball. Welcome to W7 Live. 2 pitches and 1 out in the top of the first. James, I may want that bigger wind guard. Two outs, nobody on for the Sabres. Just getting a couple things squared away here. Brianna Baltutis, number 3, batting now. 2 outs, no one on. Top of the first. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll get the scoreboard up for you all here in a couple minutes. That is a base hit in the right field. This is Taylor Oginski. 2 outs and a runner on second. Pop back to second, flip to first, that retires the side. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and there was a runner left. We've played half an inning. Franklin nothing. New Berlin West coming up. You're watching W7.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
Shot plays the beat, bad ball.
W7 bottom of the first. Here is your lineup for New Berlin West. Leading off, the pitcher, Elena Barnes. Field, Grace Timmers. Hitting third, the shortstop, Ella Wiskachill. In the cleanup spot, number 16, Jenna Lynn Malman. Hitting fifth at first base, Emily Stange. Hitting sixth at third base is Maddie Timmers. Hitting seventh is the DH, Madison Hagerty. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Lydia Trudell. And hitting ninth in right field is Sadie Froschmeyer. So for West, it's Barnes, Timmers, Wiskachill, Malman, Stange, Timmers, Hagerty, Trudell, Froschmeyer. Get ready to go. Bottom of the first. There's Jenna Lynn Malman. Met her grandparents before the game, and they enjoyed what I said. You know, Alyssa does all of her talking, you know, with her mouth, and Jenna Lynn does all her talking with her bat. Jenna Lynn, not a big talker, but she does plenty of talking on the field with her performance so far this year. A little different camera configuration today, simply because New Berlin West put up the netting behind home plate, which we can't really attach a camera to. So we do have a camera back there on a tripod, but we've also got cameras on the first base and third base lines, as you can see right here. Here's the first base line camera, and then here is the third base line camera, and then this is our behind the dugout camera, or behind the plate camera. Not going to be a terrific view, I won't lie to you about that, but you know, we got to go with what we got. First pitch hammered into left field and deep and gone. Elena Barnes with the homer to start us out. Solo shot for Barnesy, 1-0 West on the first pitch. Barnes goes yard. She'll get a warm reception in the dugout after that shot. 1-0 West. I think the umpire's got dinner plans tonight. I can already tell he's going to be in a big hurry tonight. So they're going to push this thing along as quickly as they can. Here is Grace Timmers. Timmers batting .457. Three balls and one strike on Timmers. Hit foul. 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Throw over to first in time. Kendall Justaman on the play. Now Ella Wiskachill. Oh, Ella calling me out today. Ella was calling me out on social media today, asking, what's the decision? Are you coming or not? Either do or don't, one or the other. Make up your mind. And I told her, I said, Ella, here's the thing. I have a microphone the entire game. You don't. She wasn't really calling me out. She was just really excited for us to come and do the game and was hoping we were coming. But you know me. If the kids are going to engage, I'm going to have fun with them. And she's a really funny kid. I really like her a lot. No, don't tell her I said that, because then she'll start getting all, like, oh, yeah, well, of course, But I do. I like her a lot. No balls, two strikes, and one out. I really love picking on her, though. That one's fouled out of play. 0-2 on Wiskachill. I asked the kids a trivia question in pregame. I said, what are two adult beverages that you have, and then what do you do after? And the answer was Whiskotch and chill. So if you were with us when we did the Menominee Falls game, the PA announcer kept calling her Ella Wiskachill. And so I've been calling her Wiskachill ever since then. She loves that. Strike three on Ella. Two down in the bottom of the first. It is 1-0 to Berlin West, thanks to a solo homer to lead off for Elena Barnes. Here is Jenna Lynn Malman. Malman hitting .514 coming into today. 19 hits in 37 at-bats. That's pretty darn good. One home run, 10 RBIs for Malman. 0-1 on Jenna Lynn. 0-1 pitch coming, swing and foul. Quickly 0-2. No balls, two strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. 1-0 West. Pitch crushed into left center. A 2-out single for Malman. Her hot hitting continues. Just a solid base hit. Now, co-captain Emily Stange, she was our player of the game last time we did New Berlin West game at Menominee Falls. They won that game 6-4. Emily went 3 for 3, as I recall. 3 runs scored. Strike in there on Stange. 1 ball and 1 strike. Emily kind of a spray hitter, but really even more like center and right center is kind of her preferred spots. That one missed. 1-2 on Stangy. 2 outs at the bottom of the first. Base hit into center for Stangy, coming around second, looking for third. Molman, going to be close. And out at third. And that retires the side. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors, and there was a runner left. We played 1. New Berlin West 1, Franklin nothing. You're watching W7. Top of the second, 1-0 in favor of New Berlin West. Caleb Burgum will lead off for Franklin. First pitch, swing and a miss. That one's hit foul. 0-2 on Burgum. 10 pitches for Barnesy so far. 2 balls and 8 strikes. Oh and 2 on Burgum. Here's the pitch low. 1-2. One, 2 inside, 2-2 on Burgum. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the second. That one's hit foul. Kendall Justin due up next for Franklin. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Two pitch coming. Off speed. Nice job by Barnes on the pitch. Trudell throws down to first for the out to Emily Stangy, and that is the first out of the inning. So officially it is a drop third strike and then throw out 2-3. Time for a public service announcement from today. If you'd like a transcript of today's broadcast, take out a pen and paper and write down everything I say. First pitch ball, 1-0. Kendall Justiman up to bat now for Franklin. Swing on and hit foul out of play. And it is 1-1. Kelty Cloud will be next. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. In the second. 1-1 pitch. Missed 2-1. Barnesy 17 pitches, 11 strikes, and 6 balls. Reminder, a W7 first ever coming up between the top and bottom of the fourth inning. Do not miss this. And I'll warn you right now, this will be the first time we've ever tried it, first time we've ever done it, and we'll see how it goes. But it's something brand new that we're introducing today. So do not miss this. You'll really enjoy it. That one missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On Justiman, worked at full now. 1 out in the second. Cloud on deck. Here comes the 3-2. Right in there, strike 3. 2 outs in the second, and now Kelty Cloud. As I mentioned in pregame, there's 2 kids I know from this team, and one is Kelty Cloud, and the other is Chloe Sadowsky. All the other ones, I'm just learning who's who in the zoo. So all my buddies graduated and are gone now. That would be Abby Matthews, Madison Palace, Biz Labasak, Izzy Bruder, E. Cook, Taylor Vertel. I'm doing this from memory, so I don't have a list here in front of me. I'm just doing this from the kids that I remember. And Alyssa Danes. I mean, a lot of really great kids from Franklin that, missed out on their senior year in 2020, which is just an absolute shame. We'll get more into that. So I got an idea that I want to float by you guys and kind of broadcast and see what people think. I think it would be a lot of fun if we could make it happen. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 2 outs in the top of the second. 1-0 Franklin, or 1-0 New Berlin West on a solo home run by Elena Barnes. Barnes' 5th home run of the year. 2-1. Comes the 2-1 to Cloud. Swung and hit in the center field. That is a base hit. And now Abby Capstran. 2 outs, runner on first. Meredith Mankey would be next if Abby gets on here. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. Tell you what, there's no 1 pitch and 1 out at bats here. It's been working the counts full and a lot of foul balls. So Barnes is getting a workout up on the circle here to start out. Here's the 0-1 to Capster, and that one's high, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs in the second. One is low, 2-1 on Capstran. Meredith Mankey waits on deck with 2 outs here in the second. Barnes on the pitch, swing on and foul. Here comes the 2-2, off speed. And just missed. That looked like an Andrea Cutie special, that pitch there. 3-2 on Capstran. That one gets away, ball 4. Cloud was running on the pitch. And now first and second with 2 out for Meredith Mankey, the lefty. First pitch to Mankey, in there for a strike, 0-1. First and second with 2 out in the second. That one's high, 1-1. tell you what a great game we saw last night at Bowl. We had two great games. The game that we covered was Slinger and Hartford. It was 5-4, Hartford with the win. This one's high, 2-1. The game winner was a solo home run by Grace Schmidt, who also pitched a complete game for Hartford to win it 5-4 and keep Hartford just one game out of first in the North Shore. Well played by both teams. Emerson Alton had a really nice game for Slinger, as did Sammy Longden in the field. The defense was unreal. Swing and a miss, 2-2 on Mankey. Then we popped over to Menominee Falls on the way home and got to see Falls. They had come back from an 8-0 deficit to tie it at 8 on a grand slam by none other than Katie Stigler in the bottom of the 7th. This one popped up, foul coming our way, and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second. And then Jasmine House came up in the top of the 11th for DSHA, hit a solo home run to make it 9-8, and Cam Lesotho was able to shut the door in the bottom of the 11th, and DSHA held on for a 9-8 win. So 2 great games last night, and I got a feeling we got a dandy here today as well. New Berlin West and Franklin. I honestly have been looking forward to this game all year. Really a lot of affection for both teams, and glad to see them play one another, and thrilled that we can be here to cover it. I was worried about the rain, but looking like we're going to be okay. I say that cautiously. 3-2, hit to second, backhanded by Kapelinski, and throw over to Stange for the out. So no runs out of all that for Franklin. No runs, 1 hit, no error. There were 2 runners left. We have played 1.5. Your score remains New Berlin West 1, Franklin nothing. You're watching W7 Live. Bottom of the second, 1-0 New Berlin West. Batting for West in the second will be Maddie Timmers, Madison Hagerty, and Lydia Trudell. 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Timmers to lead off. Maddie, the older of the Timmers girls. Grace, we call her Baby Timmers. Although Baby Timmers may be bigger than Maddie Timmers now. Baby Timmers has been growing. First pitch miss, 1-0 on Maddie. Timmers coming in hitting .321 and 6 RBIs. 6 RBI. I've been training myself to stop saying RBIs. RBI. Runs batted in, not runs batted ins. 1-1 on Timmers. We are in the bottom of the second. Reminder, stick around between the top of the 4th and bottom of the 4th. A W7 first is coming. And this is real. I mean, this is a really big deal. I've said it before, but this time I really mean it. So that way you know it's real. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Timmers. How you liking those buttons? That's pretty cool, huh? That one goes off the glove of catcher Chloe Sadowsky. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And nobody out. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors and 1 left for West. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left for Franklin. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Timmers. Now Madison Hagerty. Now, I don't know all the sports these girls play, but I know the ones that we cover, the multi-sport athletes on this West team. Madison Hagerty, she plays basketball also. Maddie Timmers played 3 sports, volleyball, basketball, softball. Elena Barnes plays 3 sports, basketball, softball, volleyball. Grace Timmers, 3 sports, basketball, volleyball, softball. And I'm sure the others do as well, but those are the ones that I know of for sure. 1 ball and no strikes on Hagerty. She's a nice little guard for New Berlin West. I'll tell you what, New Berlin West girls basketball is going to be a team to watch next year. Mark my words now. Don't sleep on the Vikings next year. I think they're going to be very, very good. Especially with Megan Schultz in the middle, 6'4 plus. And I want to say, I don't think Ella Kern was a senior. I think she's got a year left. If that's the case, then really watch out. But I thought she had a year to go yet. 3 balls, 1 strike on Hagerty. We're in the bottom of the second, and Sadowsky wants a quick word with Nedzieko, the pitcher. I know there's a better way to pronounce it because one of my friends has that exact same last name. And would you know it? I just cannot think of it for the life of me. Nedzieko. That's not it. It's something like that. It's not quite that. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. We are in the bottom of the second. Three and 1. In there, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Deidre gets another strikeout. Now Lydia Trudell. I'll tell you what, I have just fallen in love with this kid as a catcher. She is just a good little catcher. Ed Rowie and I talked about this. Actually, we've got something going on at the plate here. Coach Reck taking exception with the umpires. I love Coach Reck. She is the best. Took an exception with the umpires not allowing the kids to throw the ball around after a strikeout, which is a pretty common thing. I don't think it's a big deal. And, you know, I get they want to be expedient in these games, but for heaven's sakes, you know, let the kids have some fun, for crying out loud. Are we that rigid that, you know, throwing the ball once around the horn is going to take up that much precious time? I don't think there's any harm in it. I don't think it's a big deal. I think we've been doing it since the 40s, so I think, you know, we should be okay now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trudell. You know, and if you know, I know we got a shortage of umpires and we need officials. I get all that. But if you're to the point where you absolutely cannot stand for 1 second being wasted to get the game over, maybe it's time you do something else. I mean, I'm just putting that out there. 2 and 1. Popped up on the foul side of first and out of play. Again, I mean, he yelled at the kids for, you know, having a conversation at the circle, and he yells at them for throwing the ball around the horn. I mean, come on. If you don't want to do this anymore, it's fine. Go do something else. But, you know, the kids are entitled to, you know, at least have 90 minutes of enjoyable opportunity here without being pressured to just hurry all the time. Hit on the ground. Picked up by the pitcher, throws to first, and they call that an out. Well, it's clear this guy wants to get the heck out of here today. I get it. I mean, for heaven's sake. Maybe, can I just give him $20 so we can just take his time and let the kids have fun here? Well, that's the 3rd out. We've played 2. It is still 1-0 in favor of New Berlin West. You're watching W7. third. Top of the third, it is 1-0 New Berlin West. Delu leads off, hits a foul. Hit at the center for a single. First hit of the day for Delu. Runner at first with nobody out. We are in the top of the third. Here's Chloe Sadowsky, grounded out to second, her first time up. First pitch missed, 1-0. To Chloe, trying to bunt and foul, 1-1. One run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left for New Berlin West. No runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left for Franklin. We're in the top of the third. Barnes, 38 pitches, 23 strikes, and 15 balls unofficially. Bunted foul, 1-2 on Chloe Sadowsky. Leadoff batter in the third for Franklin. It is 1-0 on a solo home run by Elena Barnes. Sadowsky fouls it off her foot. She's from Franklin. She doesn't even feel that. Those Franklin kids are tough as nails, those Sabre kids. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and nobody out. Delu on first. That one missed, 2-2. See if Callum may look at taking second here. If Coach Reck gives her the sign, we'll see. That one's hit on the ground to third, gobbled up by Timmers, throws to first. That's Maddie Timmers, and gets the out. And I will say unequivocally, both head coaches are tremendous friends of ours. Jenny Recklitz at Franklin and Tim Minnick at New Berlin West. Nobody better than these two. Love both of these coaches and just their dedication to these kids and making it a great experience for them. And we're just honored to be able to do their games and really just get to know both of them. They're just fantastic coaches. Of course, Coach Radke also at New Berlin West, great friend of ours. Multiple sports, and again, they just do it all for the kids. I just love that. Hit to short. Wiskachill's got it. Fire to first in the dirt. Pulled out by Stange. She's going to throw over to third. Runner will move over. Nice job by Stange at first, digging that out. So now Delu on third. Here's the Taylor Oginski. Taylor grounded out to second, her first time up. 2 outs. Franklin has left 3 on base so far in the first 2 innings, and trying to avoid that here in the third. Kaylin Burgum will be next if Taylor gets on. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Delu on third. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Just fouled, just tipped it. 0-2 on Taylor. Barnes, 45 pitches, 29 strikes, and 16 balls. We're in the top of the third. 0-2 pitch, high, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Barnes gets out of it again. No runs on one hit, no errors, and there was one left. We've played 2.5. Your score remains New Berlin West 1, Franklin nothing. You're watching W7.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
Bottom of the third, it is 1-0 in favor of New Berlin West, thanks to a solo home run from Elena Barnes on the first pitch of the bottom of the first. 2 up for West in the third, Sadie Froschmeyer, and then back to the top of the order with Elena Barnes and Grace Timmers. So 9-1-2 here in the third for West. Reminder, between the top and bottom of the fourth, you do not want to miss this. We've got a W7 first coming up. First pitch, ball 1-0 on Froschmeyer. Sadie fouls that one off, 1-1. Sadie hitting .259 on the year. 7 hits and 27 at-bats, including a double. 6 RBI, 7 walks for Sadie. Here's the 1-1. Hit in the shallow right, going to be trouble, and a base hit for Froschmeyer. Third or fourth hit of the day for West. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors, and they've left 1. Franklin, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they've left 4. Now here's Elena Barnes. Went yard her first time up. To center, watch Barnesy. I've been watching this kid since she was in 8th grade and now a junior. It's just crazy to see her development and how much she's grown. First pitch hit sharply to second. Overthrow on the flip. Everybody's safe. That'll be an error on Kelty Cloud. First error of the day by either team. Kelty a little high on that one. Now baby Timmers. First and second, nobody out. Timmers lays it down, third base line, only play first. Oginski throws it over, and both runners advance. Sacrifice bunt. Grace did exactly what she was supposed to do. Well executed. Now Ella Wiskachill. Second and third for Wiskachill. She struck out her first time up. Ella's big swing and miss, 0-1, foul tipped. Oh and 1 to Wiskachill. Here's the 0-1 to Ella. Right in there, strike 2. So now Ella in the hole, 0-2. Runners on second and third. Froschmeyer on third and Barnesy on second. A lot of speed at second. A single would probably score her. Barnes is extremely fast. Popped up on the infield. Calling forward is Oginski. She's got it. And it couldn't have gone better for Franklin on that play. Down 2 outs. And runners on second and third. Great pitching by Nechietsko. Now the big stick, Jenalyn Molman. Molman singled her first time up. First pitch, inside 1-0 on Jenna Lynn. Hey, big thanks to Jordan Napoli, Athletic Director at New Berlin West, for having us out. Jordan, just a great, tremendous friend of ours. And, of course, huge thanks to Tim Minnick, head coach at New Berlin West. We love, love, love coming to West. Strike 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Love the field here. The crew does such a fantastic job. It's such a natural, great playing surface. I just love it. I love coming here. That one missed. 2-1 on Malman. Emily Stange next. Went around. 2-2 on Jenna Lynn. Neziesko 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. They had second and third with nobody out, or with 1 out, and have not been able to capitalize on that. Not out of it yet, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, Malman. Oh, right in there, just missed. 3-2. Big payoff pitch coming here to Jenna Lynn Malman. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the senior co-captain, Emily Stange. Stange singled her last time up.
Stepping up to the plate, number 4, Emily Stange.
She was our player of the game the last time we did a West game over at Menominee Falls on April 30th. West won that 6-4. Stange 3 for 3, 3 runs scored, and 2 RBI in that game. First pitch in there, strike 1. 48 pitches for Neziesko, 32 strikes and 16 balls.
How many pitches before they switch pitchers? Or is there that kind of thing in high school?
One ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs in the third. That one low. Nice job by Sadowsky digging it out. 2-1. Chloe probably saved a run there. And she wants a timeout to make sure her and Deidre are on the same page. Reminder, between the top and bottom of the 4th, stick around for a depth. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this. We've never done this before, ever. I'm terrified it's going to work, but my producer assures me we're ready to go. First pitch by Stange hit foul, 0-1. Out of play. Beg your pardon, 2-2. Is that right? Yeah, 2-2 on Stange. I don't know what I was thinking. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the top of the, or bottom of the third. Here comes the 2-2 to Emily Stange. High, 3-2, nowhere to put her. A ball now scores a run. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Who is? Somebody's got suns out, guns out. We're gonna see who that is the next chance we get. Swung on and hit high in the air to center. Burgum settling under it and got it for the 3rd out. Kaylin Burgum makes the play, and Neziesko gets out of the inning with no runs after 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error, and the Vikings leave 3. We've played 3. Your score remains New Berlin West 1, Franklin nothing. You're watching W7. First pitch is hit back to the circle, thrown from Barnes to Stangy for the out, and quickly 1 up, 1 down in the 4th. Let me get the game back on here. I was getting questionnaires thrown at me here between innings from people wanting to know who I am and what I'm doing and calling me by the name of Video. I guess that's my new name is Video. They just yell video, video, and I guess I'm supposed to answer when somebody says video. First pitch is fouled off. This is Kendall Justiman, the shortstop. Justiman struck out her first time up. There's a swing and a miss. Swing and fouled off. 0-2. Kelsey Cloud due up next. Here comes the 0-2 to Justiman. Pitch and just missed. 1-2. Reminder, following this half inning, we've got a W7 first ever coming up. You don't want to miss it, so at the end of this half inning, stick around. Between innings, we will not be going to break. We got a first ever on W7 coming. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Have I teased it enough for you guys? I mean, heaven's sake. I got to keep you interested. I got to keep you watching. 1-2 from Barnes, off speed, and just missed. 2-2 on Kendall. Kelty Cloud next. 1-0 New Berlin West. We are in the top of the 4th. Popped up to short, Whiskachill under it, and got it for the second out. 2 up, 2 down in the 4th. Really nice pitching by Barnes here. Allowed no run so far on 3 hits. And here is Kelty Cloud. Kelty 1 for 1, single to center, first time up. First pitch sails by. For ball 1. And now 2-0. Hit to short. Whiskachill has trouble with it. Picks it back up. Throws to first. In time. 1-2-3. Go the Sabres in the 4th. Stick around. A first ever on W7 coming up. Hang with us.
Hello.
We are in the between top and bottom of the 4th. Tim Minnick on the line with us, the head coach at New Berlin West. Coach, really good competitive game here so far. Thoughts on the flow of this one so far?
Yeah, really good game. Our pitchers doing a great job getting ahead, pitching the contacts, and we're making the plays behind it. So really pleased so far. But we need runs here. I know they're going to come back here tough here in the next inning or two.
Well, great opportunity you had in the last inning, and was second and third, 1 out, and couldn't convert. And I'm sure you had words with the girls about that, the importance of being able to pick those runners up to get them home and get those runs on the board.
No, you're right, and I got to do a better job coaching too. I can do some other things to help out. So we're all in this together.
Hey, good luck the rest of the way, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We are back now, bottom of the 4th. That is Tim Minnick, the head coach for New Berlin West, giving us a couple of minutes of his time. And again, like I said, first time we've ever done that, and hopefully it'll be a new thing that we do. So, but looking to break that out to somebody, and I knew Tim Minnick was a great guinea pig for that, and he jumped right on and said, absolutely, I'll do it. We're in the bottom of the 4th. That was fun. Maddie Timmers Hits it high and deep to right. Reaching up to catch it was Menke. Goes off her glove. Going for second. And safe at second is Timmers. Really nice play by Menke. It just went off her glove. And it'll be a leadoff double for Maddie Timmers. I mean, that would have been an extraordinary catch because Menke was going back on it so far and almost made it, but just got over her glove. And a leadoff double, just what Coach Minnick said, you know, we got to get base runners, we got to get runs here. That one gets away. Timmers will head down to third. Now a runner on third with nobody out. Madison Hagerty down or up 1-0 on the account. Bunted and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Good idea. Hagerty trying to do a little squeeze bunt and get Timmers in. Here's the 1-1. That one's high, 2-1 on Hagerty. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm going to show off our in-dugout interview with Coach Minnick to the user group I'm part of for live streaming sports. And I'm telling you, the guys in that group, guys and women in that group, are going to go nuts when they see that. Breaking new ground at W7. That's how we roll on the 7. 2-2, nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Getting the skies darkening a little bit and threatening maybe that rain coming back. Drop third strike. Sadowsky throws it down to first for the out. Coach telling Chloe on that third strike to come on the inside, so it's an easy throw. She went way on the outside. And if you come on the inside, you can avoid the runner and make it a much more direct throw to first. So good coaching there. Again, you know, great staff at Franklin under Coach Reck. They really do a great job. Timmers still at third with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Lydia Trudell grounded out to second her first time up. Another one of those going to score a run. She lays down the bunt, flips it home, not in time. Timmers scores on the bunt by Trudell.
Next, number 11, Sadie Frushmeyer.
2-0 New Berlin West. 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 4 left. Franklin, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and they've also left 4. We're in the bottom of the 4th. And here is Sadie Frushmeyer. Singled her first time up to right. First pitch, big cut, and miss, 0-1. Nedziesko, 61 pitches, 40 strikes, and 21 balls. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Reminder, following tonight's game, we will have the W7 Live player of the game. Snap throw down to first, and back in time is Trudell, diving head first. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the 4th. It's 2-0 West, 1 in the 1st, and 1 here in the 4th. Strike 2, 1-2 on Frushmeyer. Sadie coming into tonight, hitting .259, 7 walks on the year, 6 RBI, and a double. 1-2 pitch, just missed, 2-2 on Frushmeyer. Elena Barnes, the leadoff hitter, will be next. You don't want multiple runners on base when Barnesy comes up. 2-2 Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Deidre. Up high, got her to go for it, and blew it past her. 2 outs in the fourth. It is now Elena Barnes. Barnesy 1 for 2, homered and reached on an error her last time up. Trudell on first. See if she may look at taking second here. First pitch popped up in the infield. Nobody's going to get to it. It's a fair ball as it hit Sadowsky in the leg after she dove for it. Now you got first and third. Or first and second, beg your pardon, with 2 outs. Everyone playing so deep on Barnes because of her power. I mean, when she hit it, then Sadowsky couldn't reach it. No one was going to get to it. Now, Baby Timmers 0 for 1, ground out and sacrifice bunt. Really nice sack bunt her last time up. Tried to set up the Vikings in the third, and they left runners on second and third in the inning. First pitch missed, 1-0 on Timmers. Timmers hitting .457 on the year, 16 hits and 35 at-bats, including 2 home runs, 4 doubles, and 3 triples. So a slugging of .857 for Timmers. I mean, she's got a lot of pop in that bat. Inside miss, 2-1 on Gracie. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0 New Berlin West. Swung on and hit foul. Little hello to Ella Wiskachill on that foul ball by Timmers. Well, Ella, see, that's what you get. See, Grace is just sticking up for me. You can lip off to me on social media. That's gonna make Grace mad. She's gonna come after you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grace protects me, I'm telling you. 3-2 on Timmers with 2 outs in the fourth. Reminder, we will have the W7 Live Player of the Game coming up right after tonight's game. That one missed, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Ella Wiskachill. Here's Wiskachill. Ella 0 for 2, struck out and flied out. Great opportunity here. Bases loaded. Trudell on third, Barnesy on second, and Grace Timmers on first. First pitch in there for a strike on Ella, 0-1. Deidre's done a really nice job just about every inning of working her way out of trouble and minimizing the damage, trying to do that one more time here in the fourth. Had runners on second and third in the third and was able to get the outs, and now we got bases loaded here in the fourth. Popped up high on the foul side of third and caught. Oginski made it interesting, but she made the catch to retire the side. Once again, Deidre works her way out of a jam in the inning. One run on 3 hits, no errors, and the Vikings leave 3. We've played 4. Your new score, New Berlin West 2, Franklin 0. You're watching W7. Geller, baseline jump shot. Got it. Ahead to Geller. Nice job by Sam. To Geller, drives into the lane,
Nice
up
tag.
off the glass. Sam Geller for 2. Open look three, Sam
Nice.
Keller again. Spin
Nice
move
spin.
off the glass, Sam Keller.
That was a great move.
Woo! Top of the fifth. 2-0 New Berlin West. Abby Capstron to lead off. In pregame, she was labeled as player not yet identified. I told her we were going to call that the whole game. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. And now fouled off 0-2 on Capstron. Abby walked her first time up. Capstron, Mankey, and Delu in the fifth for Franklin. They trail 2-0. 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 7 left for West. No runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 4 left for Franklin. That one high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Capstron. Elena Barnes, 58 pitches, 21 balls, and 37 strikes unofficially. 1-2 pitch coming and swung on and hit to short. Wiskachill up on it. Throws to first to Stangy in time for the out. Ella having a nice game at short today. Now Meredith Mankey. Mare grounded out to second her first time up. First pitch, high 1-0. Reminder, tomorrow we will be at DSHA for Germantown at DSHA live on W7 for 31st pitch. See if I can talk my producer into coming to do another game with me this week. 2-0 on Mankey. Nobody on in the fifth. Pop foul, and no one will catch up to that one. 2-1 on Meredith Mankey. Kaladelu is next, and then Chloe Sadowsky. We're in the fifth. A 3-hit shutout for Elena Barnes. And of all the things in the world, Elena Barnes is dreading being the W7 player of the game. I know that about her. She is absolutely dreading that being the case. To her, the reward would be not being the player of the game. That is just not something that she really enjoys. She likes to just do her talking on the field. Her and Malman are kind of both that way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, but we'll see. It's early yet. We'll see. Swung on and popped into center field for a base hit for Mankey. First of the day for Meredith and 4th of the game for Franklin. Now runner at first with 1 out for Kaladelu. 1 for 2, grounded out to second and singled her last time up. 1 out in the fifth. Sky's getting darker and darker overhead. Menacing, to say the least. James, that'd be a good camera up there on the top of the football field.
Oh, yeah.
1 ball and no strike. And 1 out in the fifth. In there for a strike. 1-1. Mankey on first with 1 out in the fifth. Chloe Sadowsky on deck for Franklin. That one missed. 2-1 on Calla. Two balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That one missed. 3-1. Bottom of the fifth, I want to float an idea out on the air tonight that came up with today that I want to get some people's thoughts on, and I'm going to press this a little bit and see what people think. I think it'd be a great thing to do. Ella Wiskachill on the catch for the out. Woo! Ader with the play. Great job by Wiskachil, and now there are 2 outs. Boy, she's athletic. Could be our web gem of the day right there. Hit of the hole, that one's going to get through. Sadowsky with a 2-out single. I'll tell you what, that makes that catch by Wiskachil even bigger now. So instead of bases loaded and 1 out, you got first and second with 2 outs. Brianna Baltides, Brianna 1 for 2, singled and grounded out. First pitch, high 1-0. Runners on first and second. Taylor Oginski will be next. Two outs in the 5th. The 1-0 from Barnes. Pop foul out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 72 pitches for Barnes, 45 strikes, 27 balls. One ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. That one missed, 2-1. First and second, 2 outs. Big moment here in this game. 2-0 New Berlin West. Brianna, the go-ahead run here for Franklin, and she hits it hard to right, and it's going to go foul. Two and two. A single for sure would score a run. A double may score 2 and get us tied up. Barnes toes the rubber, and here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Wiskachil charging, has it, throws to first in time. Great inning for Ella Wiskachil. No runs for the Sabres in the 5th. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 4.5. Your score remains New Berlin West 2, Franklin nothing. You're watching W7. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 New Berlin West. Holding on to that lead. A leadoff home run by Elena Barnes, and then a run again in the 4th inning on a sacrifice, on a bunt. Makes it 2-0 West. We're now in the bottom of the 5th. Due up for West in the 5th, Jenna Lynn Malman, Emily Stengy, and Maddie Timmers. That'll be your 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Malman is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Big shout out to our buddy Alyssa Malman, now a sophomore at University of Wisconsin-Madison. Just a great friend of ours, and miss that kid. First pitch, ripped into right center. It'll be a base hit, goes off of Cloud's glove and into the outfield. Leadoff single for Malman. Just to give you an idea of what. So Alyssa was just is very, very talkative, very gregarious, very outgoing, and her and I would just chat and chat and chat. And so I didn't know there was a baby mom coming up, Jenna Lynn. So I saw her in the dugout. She looks just like Alyssa, just like her. And so I was talking. I went over to talk to her, and I said, "You must be baby mom," and she goes, "Yep." And it's crickets like nothing else. I'm like, "Oh," I said, "So you're a little more quieter than Alyssa." Yes. So it's a very, very different personality between the two. This one bunted by Stangy and foul. But both fantastic kids, great softball players, and I'll tell you what, you guys got some super proud grandparents. I got to meet them tonight. They popped over to say hello, and just Grandpa's buttons were bursting. He's so proud of these girls. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped up. And not going to be caught by Mankey. Going on to second is Ballman. Stangy over to first. So now first and second. Kind of a bloop single that time. And now first and second. With nobody out for Maddie Timmers. Timmers struck out and doubled her last time up.
Number 10, Maddie Timmers.
She's another one known this kid since she was a freshman and can't believe she's a senior now. I'm going to really miss Maddie. Maddie's just a really funny kid and been just a great, great buddy of ours. Maddie hitting .321 on the year. Coming into today, 9 of 28. She's raised that down to .333. First pitch to Timmer, squares up to bunt, lays it down right in front of the plate. Going to try to throw to third. And that looked like a force out. That should be an out, I think. Let's see. Okay, we're going to get her out at third. That was a good call. They huddled and corrected it. It was a force out. So they threw to third and got the out. So Timmers not successful in the sacrifice bunt. So officially safe on a fielder's choice for Maddie Timmers. Now Madison Hagerty. She got her bell rung on that foul ball a little bit. So now first and second with 2 outs. Or 1 out, beg your pardon. Madison Hagerty. Madison 0 for 2, struck out twice. 1-1, fouled off, 1-2. Uh-oh, the West kids are getting excited. That's Elena Barnes. Barnesy. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and nobody out, or 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And that one foul. Well, the sun has made an appearance again. It's kind of weird. It's we got really dark blue foreboding clouds, and then right just to the just next to that, we've got the sun shining in. So we'll see what happens. But so far, so good. Hagerty swing and a miss. The foul tipped it for strike 3. Now Lydia Trudell. Lids 1 for 2, ground out to second, and a bunt single her last time up. Helped score a run. First pitch strike. As far as I can recall, I only know 2 Lydias that are current or former players that have appeared on W7, and I'm sure there's more, but there's only two that come to mind. One is Lydia Trudell, who's batting right now. The other is Lydia Minnick, who is the daughter of head coach Tim Minnick at New Berlin West. So both of them are from New Berlin West, and both played softball. Lydia Minnick played second base, and just a great spark plug for that team, the 2019 team that went to state. This one hit on the ground at third. Oginski's got it, throw to first in time to retire the side. Well, nice job of getting out of the inning again. Now the Bats have to pick it up for the Sabres as we get ready to go to the top of the sixth. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they left 2. We've played 5. It remains New Berlin West 2, Franklin 0. You're watching W7. Top of the sixth, 2-0 New Berlin West. In the sixth for Franklin will be Taylor Oginski, Kaylin Burgum, and Kendall Justiman. So 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Franklin trailing 2-0. For New Berlin West, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and they've left 9 runners on base. Franklin, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and they've left 6. Elena Barnes, 5 shutout innings and 5 hits allowed. She'll face Oginski, Burgum, and Justiman in the 6th. Reminder, tomorrow on W7 live from DSHA, Germantown DSHA, first pitch 4:30, live from Divine Savior Holy Angels. Our first trip to DSHA ever for softball. See, the team plays many times, but never at home. Well, Coach Reck having words with the umpire. Feels like her kids are getting picked on by the umpires. And I'm not saying they are or aren't. I don't know. I'm not close enough to see that. But I trust Coach Reck's judgment. She knows what she's talking about. First pitch by Taylor, hit right up the middle for a base hit. But I also know Coach Reck, and I know that she uses different tools to motivate her players and to get her players moving. And she told Taylor after, I don't think it was a coincidence that she mentioned it in front of Taylor, and the umpire said, "I don't know what to tell you. I'm not doing that." And then Coach Reck looked squarely at Taylor in the eyes and said, "Hit the ball hard." And what does she do? Comes up and pounds it into center field for a base hit. So I'm not saying that Coach Reck isn't being sincere in what she's saying, but I also know her pretty well that, again, she has a lot of different tools to motivate her players, and that's what makes her such a good coach. 2-0 in the 6th. Runner on first with nobody out, and here is Kaylin Burgum. Kaylin 0 for 2, dropped third strike her first time up on strikeout, and then grounded out to second her second time up. Brianna Baltita's having some fun in the dugout there, and again, that's why we have that dugout camera, and that's really, again, why we do what we do, because these kids love it, and they love to have fun, and we want it to be a fun experience for them. Ball 4. Burgum draws a walk, and now first and second with nobody out, and here's Kendall Justiman. Both teams have been in this position many, many times, and we're going to get a pitching change. Nice job by Elena Barnes on the circle, but Ella Wiskachil will come in to pitch So Wiskachill comes in to pitch. Barnes will move to shortstop. It's just a straight swap of positions for the two. So for Barnes, 5 innings pitched. She allowed 6 hits, no runs, struck out 3, and walked 2. She is responsible for the runners on first and second, so those are her responsibility, with Wiskachill coming in to pitch. We'll see how the Sabres react here. Wiskachill will pitch a little harder than Barnes will. And we'll see if the Sabres are able to catch up with her. So Barnes moved to shortstop. Wiskachill on the circle. First pitch bunted down the line at third, foul. Wiskachill has pitched 15 and a third innings this year, giving up 16 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned for a 1.83 ERA, 23 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Two wins, no losses, and a save to her credit so far. Look at this would be her second save if she can take care of business this inning. Bunted down the line at third, sack bunt. Runners will move over. Nice job by Justiman, did her job, got the runners over. Now we got 2 runners in scoring position. And here comes Kelty Cloud. And if you're Franklin, there's nobody else you want up at the plate right now with runners in scoring position than Kelty Cloud. Second and third, 1 out in the 6th. Abby Capstran is due next. She may get pinch hit for. Yeah, Kat Stroig will come in to pinch hit for Capstran in the next at bat. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out in the 6th. This one's low, 2-0 on Cloud. Wiskachill working carefully on these batters. Here comes the 2-0 from Ella. That one's high, 3-0. She was thrown a little high in the warm-up, and that went high there. 3 balls, no strikes, and 1 out. Oginski on third, Burgum on second, with 1 out in the 6th. 3-0 pitch in there, strike 1. The 3-1 from Wiskachill to Cloud coming up. Swung on and hit foul out of play. 3-2. Base hit could tie this game up if Cloud gets it in the right spot. Into the box. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch from Wiskachill. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And a pinch hitter for Capstran is going to be number 16, Kat Stroig. So here is Kat Stroig with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 6th. Oginski at third, Burgum at second, and Cloud at first. Stroig at the plate, and Meredith Mankey on deck for Franklin. First pitch, right in there, popped up into center field and caught. Runner will advance, coming home. Timmers made the catch kind of looped it into home. I think maybe the play would have been second base there if you're not going to make a strong play at home. May have gotten Celtic Cloud on the advance, maybe, which would have been a huge third out, and the inning would be over. Again, easy to say that after the fact, but I mean that's kind of what it looked like. So Cloud gets an RBI sac fly. And Burgum now at third, the tying run. And Cloud, the go-ahead run, is at second. Not Cloud on the sac fly, I beg your pardon. That was Strowig on the sacrifice fly. Cloud at second. Burgum at third. And here is Meredith Mankey. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the 6th. Just missed 1 and 2. Tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second. Mankey 1 for 2, ground out and single. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Ella Wiskachill. Popped just foul. If that stays fair, that's 2 runs. Burgum at third, Cloud at second. You got a lot of speed on the bases. A single will score both with 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wiskachill pitch, swing, miss, strike 3 that retires the side. 1 run for the Sabres. On 1 hit, no errors, and there were 2 runners left. We have played 5.5. Your new score, New Berlin West 2, Franklin 1. You're watching W7. Bottom of the 6th, 2-1 New Berlin West. For West in the 6th will be Sadie Froschmeyer, Elena Barnes, and Grace Timmers. West got 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 4th. Franklin 1 in the 6th. And we're now in the bottom of the 6th. Froschmeyer 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Reminder, coming up following the game, the conclusion of the game will be the W7 Live Player of the Game. 3-0 on Froschmeyer. And the 7th for the Sabres will be the top of the order, Kala Delu, Chloe Sadowsky, and Brianna Baltutis. Strike in there, 3-1. If you're Franklin, you cannot give up any more runs here. I mean, you got to manufacture a run in the 7th to keep this going, or 2 to pull ahead. But as difficult as runs have been to get, you can't give up any more to West here in the top of the 7th. Ball 4, Froschmeyer gets a walk, and now Elena Barnes. Barnesy 2 for 3, homer to lead off the game. Reached on an error and singled, so she's been on base all 3 times. Barnesy came into the season, or came into tonight hitting .537 with an on-base percentage of .587 and a 1,000 slugging percentage, which is just unreal. OPS of 1.587. That ball gets away. Froschmeyer's going to take second. And, you know, it's hard enough holding the West kids, you know, in check, but you sure don't want to give them any free ones. And now you got Froschmeyer in scoring position with nobody out for the big hitter, Elena Barnes. 1-0 on Barnesy. Hit foul, 1-1. The book on Barnes pitching-wise, 5 innings, or 5 1/3. She did allow 1 run that scored. The 1 run on the scoreboard is hers. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Great outing for Barnes on the circle. 1-1 in there, 1-2 on Barnes. Froschmeyer at second, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. .90 pitches for Nedziecko coming into this one. That's 91. Unofficially, that one's fouled. Six strikeouts and 3 walks for Deidre, giving up 9 hits and 2 runs, both earned. Here comes the 1-2 to Barnes. That one missed. 2-2 on Elena Barnes. Two-two pitch. High, but hit foul out of play over the right field fence. And it remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Barnes. Good at bat here. Good battle between these two. Barnes hits it the other way. Foul. Almost went in the Franklin dugout there, I think. Two balls, 2 strikes on Elena Barnes. Delivery high, 3-2. 9 pitches in this at bat between these two. See who wins the battle. Three-two fouled. I got to say, I love the Franklin uniforms. I love the black and the Vegas gold trim and the lettering. I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed with these Franklin uniforms. They're fantastic. And I love the stirrups. I mean, the whole thing, it looks fantastic. Hit high in the air to left field. Delu calling for it and has it. Scurrying back to second is Froschmeyer, and Barnes is retired. Nice catch by Calla, now 1 out. Now Baby Timmers, 0 for 1 with a ground out, a sacrifice bunt, and a walk for Grace. First pitch is low, 1-0. One ball and no strikes, and 1 out in the 6th. This one hit foul out of play, 1-1 on Grace. Whiskachill due up next. And then Jenna Lynn Malman in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 right on the inside corner. 1 out in the 6th. 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and 9 left on for New Orleans West. 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error, and 8 runners left on base for Franklin. Hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, rounding third and trying to score. And in there is Froschmeyer, an RBI single from Grace Timmers. And now 3-1 Vikings. Meeting at the circle has been adjourned. Now Ella Wiskachill, runner on first with one out. It's 3-1 New Berlin West. Ripped into left field. That's a base hit for Wiskachill. Timmers on to second. They're starting to get to Deidre now, and here comes Coach Reck. She's going to have a chat. We'll see if there's going to be a change at the circle. Deidre's had a really nice game. But you know how it is, third time through the lineup, they start kind of figuring things out a little bit, and Deidre will give way to a new pitcher. Nice outing for Deidre Netschiesko. 6 1/3, 3 runs allowed, 6 strikeouts. The runners on first and second are hers. New pitcher for Franklin will be number 1. That is Brennan Stouty. I almost said Ashley Lesser. If you're a Franklin alum, you'll know who I'm talking about when I say Ashley Lesser. Miss those kids. So my idea that I had was I really felt like the class of 2020, there were 2 very, very solid teams that would have been, that we'll never know now because that season didn't happen. But one of them was Franklin and the other one was Slinger, and I felt like those 2 teams would be a dream matchup at the state tournament at Goodman Diamond. Unfortunately, again, it didn't happen due to COVID. But I know a lot of those kids. Obviously, I know the coaches on both teams, Coach Reck for Franklin and Coach Villarreal for Slinger. And I'm just going to float it out there that, you know, if things came together, and I know a lot of these kids are still around here, especially in the summer, if things were to come together and we could do a doubleheader of the Franklin and Sabre teams from 2020 and find a place to do it, I would say W7 would show up for that and live stream that doubleheader wherever it would be played. And it would be played for fun, and maybe we could work out some sort of charitable cause for it. But I think that would be some really good softball to see, Franklin and Slinger playing. And again, logistics all have to be worked out, but I think that would be a lot of fun. Now back to reality. Gentleman Malman up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 New Berlin West. First pitch missed, 1-0, and now 2-0, and actually a hitter. So Malman will take a base. So now base is loaded for Stangy, and here's a chance for New Berlin West to break this thing open. There's 1 out in the 6th. Timmers at third, Wiskachill at second, and Malman at first. Here's the pitch. Missed 1-0 on Stangy. Emily 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a flyout. Strike in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. And 1 out in the 6th. Bases loaded. Stangy hits it down the line at third, just foul. Still 1-2. Stangy hitting .385 coming into today. 10 hits and 26 at bats. 3 singles, 4 doubles. Hit in the air in center. Timmers will tag. And coming home, and she scores. Ball gets away from the catcher, but the runner will stay at third. So sacrifice fly for Emily Stangy.
Now batting number 10, Maddie Timmers.
Now here's Maddie Timmers. I was eavesdropping on Coach Reck's conversation with the players on that exchange. She said on the throw, that throw should not have come home. It should have either been held or thrown to second and get the runner tagging at second, or at first, going to second, and she would have been out of the inning. No balls, 2 strikes on Maddie Timmers. Timmers 1 for 2, a double, or 1 for 3, a double, a strikeout, and reached on a fielder's choice. 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Oginski's got it. Will throw to first in time to retire the side, but 2 more runs for West in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Last chance for the Sabres. 4-1 New Berlin West. You're watching W7. Top of the 7th. Sabres looking for an SOS. It's 4-1 in favor of New Berlin West. In the 7th will be top of the order for the Sabres. Kaladeliu, Chloe Sadowsky, and Brianna Baltudis. Those 3 combined today are 3 for 9.
12, Kayla Delude.
With no RBIs. No RBI. Delude 1 for 3. Ground out, singled, and out on a line drive to short on a great catch by Ella Wiskachill. Wiskachill now on the circle pitching. It's no balls and 1 strike on Delude. That one high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, top of the 7th. 1-1 is hit foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kala. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and foul. 17 pitches for Wiskachill, 11 strikes and 6 balls. Here comes the 1-2 from Ella. Hit to short and into the outfield. A leadoff single, not singer, a leadoff single for Kaladeliu. And now Chloe Sadowsky. Chloe 1 for 3. Grounded out, and singled to left her last time up. Baltudis is next, and then Taylor Oginski. First pitch strike on Chloe, 0-1. Tying runner on deck at this point, 4-1. New Berlin West. Hit hard but foul. And now 0-2 on Sadowsky. No balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out in the top of the 7th. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hit foul. Good battle between Wiskachil and Sadowsky. Ella toes the rubber, and we're ready with the 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and foul. That one probably letter high, a little above letter high, and Chloe fights it off. 0-2 remaining. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brianna Baltudis, she is 1 for 3, single and 2 ground outs. Single to right her first time up. First pitch, big cut and a miss. Throw down to first. Runner back. 1 out in the 7th. Taylor Oginski is next. She is the tying run for Franklin. That one missed, 1-1. At this point, you just need base runners. Give Taylor a chance to possibly drive some in and make this a tie game. But you got to get on base here. That one missed, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 from Wiskachil. That one high, 3-1. She's the number 3 hitter. I don't know that you get her on a solid take, but you know, I think if you can get a base runner any way you can for your cleanup hitter, you want to do that. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on and hit to third. Timmers in time to Stange for the out. Now runner on second with 2 outs for Taylor Oginski. Taylor 1 for 3, grounded out, struck out, and singled. First pitch, high, 1-0. You'll get that with Wiskachil. You'll get a lot of speed, but also you'll get some sailors on you. I don't mean sailors at sea. I mean the ball will kind of fly high. It sails on her a bit. That one missed. Two balls and no strikes on Oginski with Delu on second. That one missed, 3-0. Kaylin Burgum due up next. Again, your cleanup hitter, I don't know you want her taking, but again, if you can get the tying run on or to the plate, and that's exactly what happened. So now Kaylin Burgum represents the tying run as Oginski draws a walk with 2 outs in the 7th. Burgum is 0 for 2, struck out, grounded out, and walked. If she gets on, Kendall Justiman will be next. First pitch from Wiskachil to Bergam coming. Swing and tipped for strike one. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike two. So now Sabres down to their last strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missed. Justin Madu up next, but we got a pinch hitter in the circle that is on deck. That's Kaylee Olivo. Will hit if the runner can get on, and there it is. Base hit in the left, rounding third and staying. Try to get back and just does. Is Delu. Now the bases are loaded. And a pinch hitter is Kaylee Olivo. With the bases loaded, and Olivo now represents the go-ahead run for Franklin in the 7th. Kelty Cloud next. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one on Olivo. First at bat for Kaylee. Tough spot to be in. Wiskachil doesn't leave the rubber. She's ready to go. 0-1. High 1-1. Nowhere to put Olivo. And I think if Coach Minnick had his way, he'd prefer not to face Kelty Cloud again, to see her back at the plate again. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Strike 2. Once again, Sabres down to their final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Olivo. 4-1. New Berlin West, and the bases are loaded. 1-2 pitch, strike 3, and that's your game. Final score, New Berlin West 4, Franklin 1. Great game by both teams. We will break the live stream and come back with our W7 Live Player of the Game in just a moment. Hang with us. We'll give a quick wrap-up and then come back with our Player of the Game. You've been watching W7. Final score from New Berlin West. New Berlin West 4, Franklin 1. For West, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and they left 11 runners on base. Franklin 1 run on 8 hits, 1 error, and they also left 11 runners on base. So both teams can look back and say that's a lot of runners to leave on during a game, and so especially as we get closer to postseason time, you really need to capitalize on those runners and get them in. Winning pitcher today for New Berlin West is Elena Barnes. Deidre Nenciesko takes the loss, and the save goes to Ella Wiskachil. Multi-hit players today, Elena Barnes with 2 hits, Jenna Lynn Malman with 2 hits, Emily Stange with 2 hits for New Berlin West. For Franklin, Caladelu with 2 hits was the only multi-hit player for the Sabres today. RBI is Kat Strowig, the only RBI for Franklin. For New Berlin West, Elena Barnes with 1 RBI, Grace Timmers with 1, Emily Stange with 1, and Lydia Trudell with 1. There was 1 home run. That was Elena Barnes with the first batter of the bottom of the first for New Berlin West. Took the first pitch and hit it over the center field fence to give New Berlin West a 1-0 lead. West scored 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the 6th. Franklin, their lone run came also in the 6th. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for West. 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error for Franklin. We will break the live stream and come back with our W7 Live Player of the Game. You've been watching W7.